Hey guys, it's Chris, and today we're going to be working on something else Amiga related. Not this. I got a package from Mr. Doug addressed to Chris Edwards of Edwards Pajama Modeling. Yes. Oops. And yes, these are Golden Girls pajamas. Don't ask. So anyway, hey, thanks Doug for this. So in this box, as you've seen in Doug's previous video, this is probably the RGB to HDMI that he had on his Furia 600 and was having some issues. I wanted to see if I had the same issues. So thank you, Doug. Get some 10 mark stickers. I really like that Edwards Pajama modeling. That is hilarious. Let me put on my Prism bracelet. So this is the RGB to HDMI, a1k.org. It says Denise adapter version 1.3 2021 for the Amiga 600. This is going to take the RPI 0. I gotta stop putting screws in this stuff. Every time I say I'm done, so don't even bother with screws because you're just going to be in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So again, I'm going to remove this, fold this over. Now, I have to remove my Furia. Fancy. So, here's the Furia. Here's my Transcend 4 gig, my new, quote, hard membrane. That's what she said. This will just pop up. So, the Denise chip here has a notch right here. The rest of the chip is square. This adapter has a notch. So, you know what way to put this on this thing. But this fits so damn loose, it's not even gonna, nope. There's no way this is gonna even fit. This doesn't, it won't go down. It doesn't fit. I don't know how that's gonna work. So in theory this would normally sit like this, but I'm going to borrow Tanya here. Yeah, I spelled it with an A. Why not? Yeah, that is not sitting on there well. My crystal is so close you couldn't even get a toothpick through there. No big deal. Now what I'm going to do is, this is going to be 68,000, okay? Here's my RPI 02W, missing a card. So let me write a card real quick. I had one somewhere. Alright, so we got the board pressed down the best we can. From what I'm seeing is my oscillator crystal here is so close it's preventing me from pushing this down. So I hit it with the hammer. I'm going to remove my compact flash card. The Furia is out for now. This is a Raspberry Pi Zero. I downloaded the latest RGB to HDMI. You just format it FAT32, drag and drop the files over. The Raspberry Pi is going to sit on the header like this, and for a Zero you need the mini HDMI, so I have the adapter plugged in here, and for now I'm just going to stick this like this. So as you can see, I got a fire extinguisher finally. Safety first, or not. I didn't have one in the basement. 20 bucks. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Forgot it was sitting here. I'm going to mount that on the wall. So we're going to power up the Golden Girls here. And I'm just going to hit the button. If this works, I should get the kickstart screen because I left my floppy plugged in. If it works. Now Doug said this worked this way. So it work. Got a beep. Pi's booting. Oh, got a screen. Okay. My monitor's, there we go. My monitor was a little dim. So the RGB to HDMI works. Hey, thanks Doug. Now, let's just turn it off. I'm not going to get into the button thing and the stretch and all the options that it has. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the infuriator back in, because you know this is just the most wonderful ouch thing ever. Hopefully that's in there all the way. Let's hit it. Fans on, Furia. I don't have any lights. RGB to HDMI is in. Hopefully it didn't pop off when I put the Furia board down. Okay. We have the display. Let's see what we get on the boot-wise. If you hear a little grindy noise, this fan's got a poo-poo bearing. And I didn't have any more. This is not my last good one. Oh, wait. Let's see what happens. I'm not a map ROM. I don't know what's going on. I have no activity lights because they're not plugged in. Oh, there we go. RGB to HDMI. Now, like I said, I'm not doing the button thing because my overscan and all that stuff is just off because of the Pi thing. I have a button somewhere. Yeah, so I could do the Pi stuff and stretch this. Does this work? Seems to be working. Let's do what we always do. Every sysinfo or every user in the world just runs sysinfo. This is an old one. I just want to make sure my speed is still there. This was 40 something. I forget. 37.70. You get what you get. But RGB to HDMI working. I finally don't have to use the adapter. So thank you, Doug, very much for this. This will live in here because I'm afraid to pull it out after I use Tanya on it. Why not? And I have to put my pegs back in because I forgot to put them in. That's great. That holds the Furia from falling over. Not a problem. And I guess it's resting on the bottom of the board, so hopefully it... Yeah, I don't really know. I have to also remove my modulator. It's totally good with me. I just enjoy the really crystal clear stuff. Let's get a game and boot a game. I gotta figure out the mounting for this thing, where you stick it. Yeah, I really don't know. Alright. Old cracked game. Paradroid 90. We're booting an HDMI off of the Furia, off of a floppy, but I'm not map ROMing. I will have to mount this and test the map ROM and see if I'm having the same issue. But considering this RGB to HDMI adapter is like hanging on by a breath, and it'll probably fall off. That could be the issue. I don't know. This disc probably hasn't been spun in 20-something years because I don't ever remember even playing this game. No, I actually have an RGB to HDMI for the 600, except the one I have, it doesn't fit because the Furia gets in the way. It's a early board that like sits on top, so the Pi and the whole shabizzle are right here. This new one from A1K looks like is flat and it fits under the Furia. I have no idea what this game is, nor how to play. What am I doing? Where am I? Oh my god. What is this? What am I doing? Okay, I blew something up and I got shot. Some games just suck. That was it. One dude. That's you. So, verdict. RGB to HDMI Amiga 600. A gift for me from Mr. Doug at Tenmark. Be sure to check out his channel at tenmark.com and also on the old YouTube right where you're watching this one. So, Doug, thank you very much for this generous donation, gift, test thing. Working for me, but I didn't map ROM. So, and I don't usually map ROM because I always have weird issues with it. Maybe it's the Furia Rage, the card. Ever since I went with a small RGB to what? Ever since I went with a small compact flash card, I haven't had issues with the craziness. It's when I try to use larger than normal, you know, partition-ish Amiga style cards like a 32 or a 16 even an 8 I have weird issues with. 4 gig, I have no problem. It's not a lot of space for everybody because you want to have like the entire world on your Amiga for some reason. But this is fine for what I do with it. Just some WHD load and some small stuff. I wish I was more organized and had the same stuff on all of my Amigas so they were uniform. Possibly some folders for each unique model. But I'm not. Maybe one day, but I doubt it. This is working. I'm going to wrap this up and figure out how to mount this without removing my thingamabobber, my modulator. We're never going to use it again, and that's where I should put it. I even dug out the old Amazon card and got some of those screw-in HDMI connectors, but I bought the full-size ones and not the mini, and I'd have to do some magic with another one of these and a big long one of these, and it just wouldn't look right in here with all this stuff. So I'm going to figure out something, some way, somehow to get an HDMI cable out the back here without removing that, but I'll probably remove it anyway. Okay, so as you can see, after a few minor modifications, I just tucked the cable unscrewed through the side. Yeah, changed my shirt. I also stuck the RGB to HDMI with this little sticky tape, as you can see right here. Getting pretty crowded in here. The mini HDMI fits right next to the fan and kind of just tucks around. When I get to removing the modulator, this will then go out the back with the screw-in kind that I bought. And I have found out that the fan and the cable, if I tuck it, it does a double fold and doesn't even come close to the fan. I do have the fan cover that I have to put back on, but as you can see, I haven't done the button yet, and everything is groovy city. We have a nice crisp HDMI display. I will have to do the button and figure out what I'm going to do with that. I'll probably 3D print a bracket that will house the HDMI and the button right where the modulator used to be. So that's all I got for now. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Tenmark, for the donation, and we hope you learned something.